from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin with breaking news tonight. The state is suspending payments of check and direct deposits to taxpayers because of an increase in fraudulent tax returns. Thanks for joining us tonight. Mike has the evening off. North Dakota Tax Commissioner Ryan Rauschenberger says his department has seen a spike in tax fraud using identity theft.
And we do not have a specific time frame as how long we will be suspending refunds. I do ask that the taxpayers will be patient. Again, this is a measure to make sure that fraudulent returns have not been submitted.
Now, this comes just a day after Minnesota's Department of Revenue stopped accepting e-filings of tax returns from Intuit's TurboTax program after they got reports of tax fraud. And now there's going to be an in-depth review of returns. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop answers the questions you may have.
I already filed. Will this affect me?
Seriously, I just turned in my state last night.
The TurboTax filing issues have many taxpayers asking questions.
Has the fraud only shown up after people have filed or after you entered your information?
Minnesota Department of Revenue officials say they heard this morning from Intuit on the issues regarding TurboTax. More than 2,500,000 Minnesota tax returns have already been filed. Investigators are looking into about 2,000 TurboTax returns for potential fraud.
You know, the issue that we're hearing about right now and that we've seen is with Intuit and the TurboTax, both the desktop and the online product. We haven't seen anything at this time with our other software vendors.
Steinblock says they are still accepting returns filed with Intuit Professional Preparer products. But what does this mean if you already filed using TurboTax? Steinblock advises people to just sit tight.
So if you've already filed and you received an accepted notification from, the TurboTax software, you don't need to do anything. We will review the returns, and if we see an issue, we'll notify the taxpayer. If they filed last night, they won't get an acceptance, but they should just hold tight.
Steinblock says they're waiting on TurboTax to address the issues before they start accepting the recently filed returns. Minnesota and North Dakota officials are advising people to continue filing electronically and file as soon as they can. They say waiting to file will cause more delays in the end. The IRS frowns upon paper applications and encourage electronic filing. Stephanie?
All right, thanks, Ashley. Now, for more information on other tax software programs and where you can check on the status of your refund, click on this story on valleynewslive.com. And coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 10, a local tax preparer offers advice on what you can do to make sure you're not a target of tax fraud. Well, we've started off our weekend on a beautiful note, but will it last through the night? Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, Hutch Johnson, for a first look at our evening forecast. Hutch?
Stephanie, thanks so much. If you're in any of our southern counties along I-94 and points south, a very quiet evening ahead. Now it's in northwest Minnesota and extreme northeasternmost North Dakota, where we'll have a chance for some flying flurries of snow, and a few of you could see some freezing drizzle drops and freezing fog. Slippery road conditions there. As we zoom in, the deep blue colors in northern Beltrami County, heading through War Road and toward Badette are some larger snowflakes there, so some slippery roads are likely. Take a look at the temperature differences between Devil's Lake, where it is 12, and Rapid City, where it is 60. That boundary is going to persist into the weekend. I'll have details on that in a moment, but tonight, temperatures in the 20s here in Fargo, light winds, high clouds. I think this evening, very quiet, Stephanie, but it won't stay quiet all weekend. I'll have details on what you can expect in your hour-by-hour forecast in a few moments.
Quiet is good, though, for now. Thanks, Hutch. Oh, we have some information on a developing story now. Police are asking for your help in finding missing 17-year-old from Fargo. Police say Octavia Wise ran away from home a few days ago. They believe she's a danger to herself and want to be on the lookout. If you have any information, contact law enforcement right away. It's still unknown what started a house on fire earlier today in Sabin, North Dakota. Luckily, Minnesota, nobody was injured. Firefighters got the call around 1:30 of smoke coming from a home. Sheriff Bill Bergquist says the house was for sale. It was being remodeled and no one was living there. Bergquist says the fire was so intense they had to fight it from the outside. They didn't dare send anyone into the building. Well, layoffs could soon be coming to Concordia College as the school battles falling enrollment and a budget deficit. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric joins us now with more. So Bradford, you talked with the president of Concordia. What did he have to say about all of this?
Stephanie, chief among the issues I discussed with President William Kraft was the possibility of trimming faculty due to a looming budget shortfall. Falling high school graduation rates in Minnesota are causing a trickle-down effect as fewer students enroll in private liberal arts colleges like Concordia. President Kraft explains they're at a, quote, 10-year low in the number of degree-seeking students. Fewer students mean less revenue, and less revenue means cuts. President Kraft says the school is putting together a 3-year plan with one of its main goals figuring out how to operate in the black while still keeping as many faculty, staff, and programs as possible. And this has some students concerned.
Who saw this coming? Who is making smart adjustments that will redound to the benefit of students now and in the future? And that's what we're doing.
I don't want to have activities and like the library or anything have to be cut. So not having students come in definitely makes that a possibility that those things could happen.
Other students remain confident that the school will make out okay. President Kraft remains optimistic too, saying the school has already met and surpassed its fundraising goals by the beginning of January. Stephanie?
All right, Bradford, interesting report. Thanks so much. Now stay with Valley News Live as we will continue to track this issue and let you know what the college decides in regards to layoffs. Kids at Great Lutheran School in Fargo are quite the fundraisers. Each day, classes were taking pennies that they collected to the gym and then putting them in a jar for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The class with the most pennies will get a pizza day.
Over the last 4 years, we brought in about $10,000, and that's pretty impressive for a school our size. So I like the fact that kids are helping kids their age with leukemia and cancer, so it's a good thing.
The totals for today, a little over $1,000. Nice work, guys. Well, the toll bridge, the north side of Fargo-Moorhead, is no more. That means you can cross the Red River at 12th and 15th free of charge. The cities of Fargo and Moorhead officially own the bridge, and crews wasted no time taking down the toll signs. Moorhead Councilmember Nancy Otto says she's very happy to finally see it got toll-free.
Many citizens question why should we have to pay any longer than we absolutely have to, and so yeah, it was a sense of fairness. The other bridges across our river are no charge for tolls, and so it was time to be toll-free.
Moorhead's mayor says despite having to go to court to get ownership of the bridge, the people who built and maintained it over the years, Kip Moore and Jim Dixon, should get credit for what they have done for our community. The United Way of Cass and Clay counties reached its fundraising goal. This year's campaign aimed for $5.5 million, and they got it, and another $6,000 on top of that. The United Way funds 45 agencies focusing on education, income stability, health, and basic needs like food and shelter. This year's total represents a 6% increase over last year. Want to have pancakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Well, tomorrow you sure can. The 57th annual Fargo Kiwanis Pancake Carnival is keeping you full of great cakes all day long. Club members will be flipping flapjacks from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Fargo Dome. They're serving sausage, buttermilk, and buckwheat pancakes. Tickets are $7 in advance or $8 at the door. The goal is to raise $50,000 for various organizations in our community. North Dakota lawmakers want to help a Grace City family whose sons are struggling with a rare genetic disease. The Kulsrud brothers suffer from pecan. It's a disease that causes the human body to not absorb a certain vitamin, causing severe neurological issues like speech and mobility. The problem, the resolution urges President Obama and Congress to direct the FDA to allow use of experimental medication to a drug that already is being used in Europe. It will be introduced on Monday. Well, remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow all the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. Later at 6, the University of Jamestown football team makes a major addition for 2015. Beth will be in with the highlights.
And we enjoyed temperatures above freezing in all of our southern counties today. Looking up to the north, though, a lot of teens and some snowflakes flying. A slippery weekend forecast for some. The latest is next.